ask, what is a chord? A chord is a group of notes that is played usually in the left hand or in the very low sounds of the song. It kind of provides a good foundation for all the melodies that are going to happen on top. So a melody is most typically one line of music that is often sung. So you usually have the melody in the right hand, and you have the what you can call harmony or accompaniment or chords in the left hand. So a lot of songs are formed off of common chords. Chords that happen again and again and again throughout most pop songs, and that is what makes pop songs really interesting to listen to. People like the way that certain chord progressions sound, so then most songs use those chord progressions to make the song sound attractive. And so I'll show you an example. So I'm using the G chord, G, B, D. I'm going to switch to D, D chord. Another common progression after this is to move your D up to E. Has anyone heard that one? I'm going to do the G chord, and then I'm going to move my pinky down a third to get to the E minor chord, and then I'm going to move my pinky down a third to get to the C major chord, and then I'm going to move my pinky up one note to get to the D major chord. So because my pinky is always leading, I often want to just isolate my pinky and practice it moving on its own. Any idea why we would want to do that? Why do we want to isolate the pinky? What do you notice the pinky in comparison to the other parts of your hand? Well, it's the smallest. So we're using the smallest finger to try to be the most stable finger to help us pivot. Now, how backwards is that? However, it's the finger on the bottom of the hand, and so it's often the one that's doing the most movement, most directional movement. So it's really difficult to get that finger nice and stable, but if you can practice just your pinky playing the note that is at the bottom of that group of chords, and you're moving it down to E, and then you can practice aiming with your eye to get to that E to be a C, and you aim with your eye to get that C to be a D. That chord progression is super popular. And then what you do is you add your 3 and your 1 on top of that 5. So if my 5 is going to move down 3, so is the rest of my hand. It's going to stay in the same position, and it's just going to follow it. Watch. And it's going to follow it again. And I'm always looking with my eye to notice where that finger 5 is and where I want it to be next. And so many songs are founded with this chord progression. almost heard the Lord of the Rings there. Did anyone else hear that? I forget how that one goes, but that's a nice one. Maybe I should do a tutorial on that. Anywho, okay, thanks guys. If you have any questions or want to subscribe, let me know.